you playing it?
Yeah, I'm not playing it too loud.
Okay.
This is ambient.
Ambient.
Mm.
Nice.
I can turn it more, but
Yeah.
yeah,
It's up to you.
it's fine.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to start the interview, first of all, by introducing you.
Yeah,
Kam-Bu, not Kam-Bu, right?
that's it. It is BU.
Because a lot of people say Kam-Bu.
Yeah.
Does that annoy you?
No, it doesn't annoy me. I think it's fine. It's like, whatever. Everything's open to interpretation, whether it be my name or my music, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
However it feels. And if you're listening to it, or you know my name, or you think you know my name, you still listen to my music. So, like, I'm not really losing, am I?
Yeah.
And, like, to be fair, at shows, I'll be like, when I say Cam, you say Boo. So it's like...
So it's kind of like contradicting.
Yeah, but then I can be like, when I say B, you say you, but like, I don't know, this doesn't come off the tongue as nice, is it?
How did you say it in Paris? I think it was Kam-Bu.
Yeah.
I think it was probably easier for French people.
Yeah, that's it. Because if I'm saying, when I say B, they're like, what did he just say?
What did he just say?
Ça va?
Oh my god. So we met in Paris.
Yeah, we did.
At a hotel radio.
That's it, yeah.
Hotel Radio Paris.
Yeah.
Luke, our mutual friend who you went to school with. So you guys met in primary school.
Primary school, yeah.
Primary school.
Yeah, I was a kid.
Tell me more about that.
Yeah, we went to primary school, a place called Ishin, which was cool. Me and Luke, we didn't really chill that much in school, to be fair. And then I actually met, is it Augustine? Is it?
Augustine, yeah.
Yeah, Gus. Well, everyone called him Gus. That's the thing. But yeah, then I met Gus at an after-school club that I would go to after primary school. So I'd known those people. I've known of them, or we met each other around the same age.
Okay.
But like, yeah, it was cool. We went to a chilled primary school. It was interesting. Like our primary school was like next to a big estate called Lennox. So we had a good mixture of kids there. Like, you know, like a lot of kids from like upper middle class and some from like really low class. So the bands was on, and the competition was strong. Everyone was always trying to like prove themselves. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
Yeah, it was cool.
Do you think that's like built you as a person today?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, naturally, I just made friends with the people from the estate more than the upper middle class. But it's like I enjoyed having that mix. As a kid growing up, like, it was cool. It was fun. Met some cool people. I'm still friends with people from both sides of that. You know what I mean? And then I guess I'm somewhere in the middle. Like,
yeah.
School was a bit of a blur, but I just had fun.
Yeah.
I just had a lot of fun in school.
So I actually wanted to show a video because Luke sent me.
Did he send it? Oh no! Don't tell me it's just from us doing music.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I'm sorry. I really had to.
This is like this is real archive. No one knows about this. No one even. I don't think like 70% of people who listen to my music know about
television.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And he sent me this.
Wait, so you've actually got a clip?
I've actually got a clip. I want you to see it.
This is a throwback. Wow.
Basically, what we're about is just like making music, putting up shit we want to do whenever we want to do it. So like, if you like it, then you like it. If you don't, then you don't. We're gonna do what we like, really and truly. So yeah, that's it for us. Shit! It's that Mario though. I know homo for coming this close to man's waist, but that's nice about though.
I need to see these videos.
It's so funny.
No, I need to see these videos.
Send me another.
That's the real archive. That's
Guaranteed
crazy.
at least 2 or 3 every month. So yeah, just make sure you check in and hope you enjoy.
Snap back.
It's so cute.
No.
Because I was like, go on, send me some stuff you made and stuff. But in this, you say like, we're making this for us, like we're releasing it and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it.
Yeah.
Is that kind of your mindset now?
Yeah, 100%. I think like that is like it's refreshing to hear that, because it's like I've always been that person, and I've always had like certain situations where I've had like previous managers and like we just didn't see eye to eye, because like the way that they think about music is not the way I want to think about music. Like I want to do music because I like doing music, and I want people to enjoy it and can tell that I'm enjoying it as well. Like nothing's forced. Like it should always come from me. And I think obviously having experience of going into more of like a more professional space now, where I was working with like a major and a production company, it was eye-opening, but at the same time it just showed me that like still I should stick to that.
Yeah.
Like that person I always was. Like there was an essence of that, always keep that alive. So
for sure,
yeah, it's proper refreshing to hear that actually.
Because when he sent me that, I was like, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Because I think because obviously your wildlife preservation and volunteering in the outdoors and stuff. I think you really do stuff because you want to do stuff for yourself. And you don't really care. Like I mean, you just told me like you don't really care about. like big labels and stuff. You just want to stay true to you.
Yeah.
Do you care though about, for example, like how many streams you get or how many people actually listen to you, or do you kind of, is it kind of like sometimes you do, sometimes you don't? I guess
if I'm not like aware of how I'm feeling or understanding my feelings or how I feel about myself basically, then like looking at numbers and streams is gonna get me down.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do music and say I'm a professional artist because I should be able to do those numbers. So like.
And you are doing.
Yeah, and I am, exactly. So it's like, so it does matter. Like I still check it every day because I'm interested, and it's like I do look at my achievements, and it's like cool. Every time I've hit, okay, so the first time I got 100,000 plays, I think I did that over a period of, like, it was on SoundCloud, and it took me like maybe 2 years to get 100,000.
That's crazy.
And then the year later, I did 100,000 in a year. And then it's like,
was
cool.
Was that on Black on Black?
No, that was just on SoundCloud. So this was before I'd started Black on Black, the campaign. This was just SoundCloud. And then moving on to Spotify. So then, yeah, I'd gone from, I did Butterfly Kick. That did okay. Then I did these things called Moments, which again was like in a period where I was frustrated. And
that was with Pullen, right?
Yeah, that was just with Pullen.
It's an EP of 3 songs?
Yeah, like a small EP, just 1 minute. And the reason I made them 1 minute was for Instagram, because Instagram would only let you do a minute video. So I was like, cool, there's a little marketing campaign. You can do things, blah, blah, blah. So I'm always thinking about the next step and the next level. And yeah, now I've hit 1 million. Further down the line, I've hit 1 million in the space from 2018. I released Butterfly Kick to now, which was 2021. I've done 1 million on Black in under 7 months.
That's crazy.
So it just shows you the growth. So yeah, I do care and I do think about that, but that's not the be all or end all. The be all and end all is like, am I making great music? When I go in the studio, do I feel like my writing's improved? And clearly it has, and that's why the things are working. So it's just a part of my job.
That's really
But you don't want to get caught up on it.
I actually another video.
Have you got another video? Yeah.
I've got another video, but this time it's of you rapping.
Oh yeah, I was
like,
sick. Yeah.
I think you must have been like 12 or 13 in this.
Yeah, I think I was like 13, 14,
I don't know,
14, 15, around that age. Oh man, the thing is, this was good though. I know that.
You should listen to Luke as well. It's really
my
funny.
time.
It's my time.
And we were look at us. Joker. Oh man.
Wait, before Joker was
that was I don't even know. Honestly, I've had about like 5 names. I can't even lie. So many people were like, Cam, stop changing your name.
What were your names? So you had Joker.
I had
was
Joker.
it on Twitter? Was it Twitter? Because this wasn't really Instagram days.
Yeah, I had Twitter. Yeah, and then like I don't know what made my cause I just used to be like a class clown, so I'd just be like, I'm gonna call myself Joker, but like looking back on it, it's such a bad name. And then I had like Classy Cam.
Classy Cam, with a K.
Yeah, of course.
With a K.
Of course, of course. So then like.
Why did you leave that down? Too much connection.
Yeah. And then I think at one point I wanted to be like Kid Guru or something. Hey, listen.
Kid Guru?
Yeah, because I was like really listening to like Guru and Rapstar, Gangstar. I was really into them. So I was just finding my feet and just like, I didn't really know what I wanted to be cool. So then when Can Be You, I was like, when it came to being Can Be You, the message of being yourself, it's like, cool, like, I just need to stay true to who I am. Like, it's not basing myself off other rappers. Yeah, they inspire me, but like, ultimately, like, what have I got to say? It's my story, so... That's where I got
it's
to.
Kind of like, because I listened to your first EP, the EP that you just spoke about, Moments.
Yeah.
And then I listened to Black on Black, and now you've just made me listen to a few demos.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're like the way you explained your demos that you'll be releasing soon. I hope.
Yeah.
Is that you really wanna you're projecting yourself on shows, for example, and you're telling yourself, what do I want to get out of this? Like, do I like when I do a show, I want to liven up the crowd, so maybe that's why you're going more towards like a dancing, and you're really thinking about how you want to feel as well. Yeah, exactly. But do you think also when doing shows, how long have you been doing shows for?
Been doing shows like, so around the time when I was called Classy Cam was like was the first time I had ever performed in front of people before, and that was at a youth club.
So that's 2018?
No. That was I was Can Be You by 2018.
Okay.
But no, that was like I was like 14 years old, so that was probably like 2010.
Okay.
2010, wow. Yeah, maybe 2009. Like, okay. I performed at the talent show at the youth club, which is in front of like everyone's parents and like people in the surrounding area from the school that we did the after school, the youth club at. And like, yeah, my heart was like in my throat. It was like pounding. I'd never been so nervous. And then the music came on and I started rapping and got into it. And then slowly my nerves just kind of fell and I just grooved into it. I was like, wow, like I could do this now. Like I've done that. And then from there, I just kept trying to seek out opportunities, like being 16, wherever I could just go and do pop-up shows. Like someone was like, yo, we want to do a show. I did so many small little basic shows all across London for like peanuts. I don't even think I got paid most of the time, but I just wanted to be able to like spray my music because in college as well, like you're constantly rapping in the smoking area, and even in school growing up, like it was a thing to just be in the playground rapping and stuff like on the back of the bus and shit, like after football or whatnot. So it's always just been in me. So yeah.
Well, clearly it has been in you because I wanna. I'm sorry.
You gotta go back to it.
Got to look at this.
No, I want to see it because I haven't seen it.
Have you not seen it in a while?
I've not seen it since like they've been taken down, which was like that was nearly like 6-7 years. Yeah.
Really? Okay. I'm gonna start again because.
Joker, Lucas, Blazer, it's my time.
Nothing don't get in my way. No day. Tell me what you gonna say. Hey, hey.
It's so great seeing you both continuing this music thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Starting to.
Yeah.
Smoking in the green, you can stay healthy. Every day I face with no things healthy. I'm not selfish, I won't get that heavy. But the friends, most of them can't locals. So city up, hoping only talking posters. Most haters are really just poses. Start to like us after everyone knows ya.
Truth though.
I told you, I tell you don't like hit that chip off your shoulder. Streets getting colder, things getting older. When I make bare bread, something like a hover. Feeling lucky, like a 4D clover.
So funny.
That's mad.
There's another bit where you rap as well. The Luga.
No day. You know, this was like for a response. You know, like you used to be able to do YouTube responses.
Really?
So
I never knew that.
So SBTV. They had one. It was Ed Sheeran and Scorcher. That's the original one, which you can go and see now. And then we did that, and then
you can reply to big videos with your.
So like this YouTuber used to have this feature called the response, and then it would be right at the top of the video. So like that would be the next suggested video, and like Jamal Edwards actually put that as the response, and then it got loads of views. That one got loads of views.
Why did you put it down?
Because we were just, we were just growing. So then you look back on things, you're like, oh, that's a bit corny, innit? But like that's sick. I need to get this footage.
I'm gonna ask Luke to if I have permission, I'd love to put a clip in this video.
Is he in London now or in Paris?
Yeah, he's in London.
Oh, okay, we can go to his house. Isn't far from here.
Yeah. I think he's actually in a record store.
Okay, sick.
Not far from here.
Yeah, wicked.
He's he's performing at 2 p.m.
On today. Sick.
Yeah, if you're
Could probably go. Yeah, I mean, I've got no plans for now.
Nice. Well, let's go. But
let's see the second bit because I haven't seen this for time. This is mad.
Let's start again. Fresh Macachinos.
Fresh Macachinos.
I ain't never getting hard again. There's a life thing. Still a bunch in. Put me in the market. There's no way I'm bargaining in. Late nights coming through the backyard again. Chicks with the numbers, but I ain't never calling them. These bitch starving RSPC. I'm calling them.
Bro, man's like, I'm never calling them, bro. I never had credit. Man. I didn't have any credit. I was so broke. I used to be sending call me backs. I used to send call me back messages.
Is that where
That's not where it came back from. That's not where it came from. No.
How did that song come about? How do you know Nux?
The first time I met Nux was 2017 in Brighton.
Okay.
We
Yes, because he did a show, right?
Mhm. So that was one of those shows. Some promoters, they're trying to start their thing. They're like, yo, we love you. Let's do a show. I don't think I got like £50 for that show.
So you actually did a show next to Nux?
Yeah, Nux was the headline and I was the supporting act.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
There wasn't many people there. Like it was tiny. Like so, it was like early doors for both of us. And I remember I was doing sound check and then Nux comes over and he's like, "Yo, don't hold the mic like that." I was like doing that rapper thing where you just cover it up. Yeah. And he's like this muffled. He's like, "Hold it like this, hold it like this." And I was like, "Cool." And then I did the show and he was like, I was doing a set and he was like, "Yo, who's this guy?" To my friends, he was like, he's hard. Didn't see him again for the years after that, really. And then just naturally we both like progressed on and got better and bigger, and like then the phone call was just made and then we got in the studio. Naturally Pablo was there. Nux himself produces, and then Venna, who works with Nux a lot, is the saxophonist.
Yeah.
And he does like a lot of stuff with Wizkid. He was there, and it's like we've all just kind of known each other for a long time. And we're just like, it's just organic, and that's why
so good.
that song is just like, it just makes sense. It's sick.
The video is.
Yeah, the video is so good.
Wow. I also wanted to ask you, because I don't know if I really saw, but who produces your videos?
Well, that video was done by Jay Green,
Okay.
who I think I want to work with again. Like last year, it was like feeling out different people, working with a few different people, which is cool. I'm always one for collaboration, but I feel like with Jay, again, he was someone in the early days where he wanted to do videos, but he didn't have the money to do it, and I didn't have the money to do it on that level. And now we both progressed, and it's like we can do something on a smaller budget, but still just make it look
But was
sick.
that on a small budget then? The
Smaller, the smaller
yeah.
budget, yeah, not one of the most expensive ones at all. Like,
my favourite one of your videos is Dumpling.
is it? You like Dumpling?
Unreal.
Yeah, Dumpling's cool. It's a trip.
Unreal.
It definitely is a trip.
But the production on it is insane. Wait, was it Don't Test Me Today, I'm Not in My Nike?
Yeah, of course. Hold tight Nike, big up Nike fam.
And just the prod, like the
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, no,
Unreal.
it is. Yeah, it's a jumpy one. It's a good showstopper.
It's so good. It's so good.
Made that song for live. That song was, you know what I mean? It's not the kind of song you actually sit down and listen to. You can, but it's definitely, you want to see it live to experience it.
I mean, a lot of your songs.
Yeah,
Except the song
10 Toes.
10 Toes.
Plain Ahead.
No, it's the one you did with
Rachel.
With Rachel.
Yeah, Stuck. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do that live.
Stuck is that you should do it live, but with her.
Yeah, for sure.
That would
definitely.
insane.
Yeah, that would definitely happen. That can
Her
happen.
voice is unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal. I actually discovered her through
that song.
you.
Yeah, she is really talented,
Yeah.
man. She is so amazing. I love her songs. She's got a great voice.
How did you meet her?
Well, we were on the same management, Atlas, so she's on
Okay.
Atlas, and then that's how I came across her, and yeah, just clicked instantly, man. She's so lovely. She's such a talented girl.
And is she still with them?
Yeah, she's still with Atlas. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So now you're independent. How is it?
It's cool. It's slower,
Yeah.
but I got that freedom that I've always been focused on that resonates with my soul and my inner child, till I say,
Yes.
quite factually. So
Yeah.
that's where it feels good, and like I'm doing what I want. And even then, like you can hear with the stuff that I played you, like the music has gotten better. Not that it wasn't going to, but it's just having that. I don't know. There's something about hunger, which I enjoy, like, because that's where I'm comfortable. Like being hungry is like, that's comfortable for me.
As in hunger for progression.
Hunger for progression, yeah. Because like being in the shelter of a major and knowing what you're doing, it can all be so planned that you actually lose the sight of like pushing yourself as an artist, I think, anyway.
Yeah.
And that's probably why, you know, well, I'm not gonna get too political about it, but yeah.
You can.
No, I'm not gonna. It's fine. It's fine. I just let the music do the talking. But
That's
yeah, it's good. It's good.
And
I got more time to focus on like the other things in my life that I want to do.
which I want to talk to you about as
Yeah.
well. So what's like if you had to split your time,
Yeah.
music and because you volunteer. So what is it? So you're now the head of the youth.
Well,
what
yeah,
is
I'm now on the board
board of the youth centre.
of the youth committee that's a part of London Wildlife
Right.
Trust. So they've got like an exec board, then they've got the board of trustees, and then they've got the youth board. So
Okay.
I'm on the youth board.
And is that for the whole of London?
Yeah, that's London Wildlife Trust. Yeah, the whole
Wow, that's
organisation.
insane.
Yeah. So we'll be getting to be able to like put forward our ideas on how they can expand and reach more communities and more young people that they're not getting, because you know, like I think like conservation has been a very white establishment for a long time, and they want to change that. They want to change that. So it's great. They've got someone like me on board, and like I'm doing certain things with like Music Declares Emergency, which is another incentive.
What is that?
It's an incentive around making music more green and like how we tour and stuff, and how we can just be more sustainable whilst touring and stuff like that. So I'm just super involved in anything that's positive for the environment.
So you're actually because you released your song Full
yesterday, yeah.
Unreal, which talks about that mental health and depression and George Floyd, like I said to you earlier. And so that was actually produced by
Tevin.
Sorry?
Tevin.
Yeah, but who
Who's put it out?
Yeah, who put it out?
Flock Together.
Flock Together.
Which is a bird watching community for people of colour or BAME communities, or you know, just people who aren't represented in that space. And London Wildlife Trust are actually working with them as well. So it's
That's
like
so good.
Even when I was in the interview already talking about them, it just seems like everything is aligned, and these are fulfilling things, and these are important things that are important to me. So being able to do that and make music is kind of just where I see myself heading. That's where I'm not even heading. I'm there already. but I'm just going to continue forward and keep pushing them on both sides. And yeah, even like my stage presence or my platform for music is going to allow me to spread that message even wider.
I think it's really beautiful the fact that you're actually doing something, not just, I feel like that's something that sets you apart from other artists. I don't want to say rapper. That's another question as well.
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself a rapper or an artist?
No, definitely an artist.
An artist,
definitely an artist.
That's what I thought as well.
Yeah, for sure. And I think because I think rap or rapper has certain things attached to it.
Connotations.
It has certain connotations and like looks and vibes attached to it. And I see that as well, because like someone they would call a rapper, or even in mainstream you call a rapper, I'm not that kind of rapper, so I couldn't be. Or what people call UK rap, I don't do UK rap. So they call me alternative. That's what the industry call it.
That's just something that whenever
it's like a buzzword.
Yeah,
they call it alternative. So it's fine. I mean, it is fine for me. Like the listeners will do what they need to, and the music will spread far and wide where it needs to go. So yeah, that's definitely consider myself an artist.
And I think you are. I think you definitely are. And that's the point I was trying to make, is that like you're not just an artist through your craft as a musician, I guess, but you're also an artist in the way that like you're spreading your wings quite literally.
Yeah.
Like out in wildlife, you're actually doing something for your community, and even wider now, actually London, which is huge.
Yeah.
Is it London or London Borough?
So,
London,
like, because you got Greater London.
Greater London.
Yeah. So it's like, well, I'm guessing it's going to be Greater London, because some of the nature reserves, not most of them, but some of them will be in Greater London.
Yeah.
But we've got some spaces, like where I went for training the other day is at Camley Park, which is King's Cross. So they got a nature reserve there. But yeah, they're plotted all around London. I think some of them will definitely go into Greater London. Like Walthamstow is Greater London, and they have a nature reserve there.
Where is that?
Walthamstow is like north, yeah, kind of easty north. It's like, it's a bit blurred lines. I don't know what the postcode is, but yeah, definitely up that way. So yeah, that's an art in itself. But yeah, I think, I don't know, it's like, I guess in the industry there are people who, you know, they do things and they want a certain image or a certain lifestyle, and I think a lot of times when it comes to rap as well, like the pinnacle of that is normally degrading women, talking shit, talking about how much clothes and all these things you have and all these things that you can't take with you when you die.
Materialistic.
Yeah, it's very materialistic, and that's just not where I see myself in this world. And it's like each their own, different strokes for different folks. That's just the way I see it.
I've never heard that expression before. Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. Everyone's into what they're into, and that's fine with me. I'm not trying to change anyone, but that's why it's like, that's what it sets me apart. But like, I'm not even trying to do it on purpose. I'm just doing me.
Can be you.
That is it.
You're really living to your world.
And I'm happy. And it's like, yeah, we touch on things like mental health and like going out inside in nature. It's like, yeah, every time I go outside and I go and volunteer, I do feel good and I feel better inside, and like I don't need anything to try and make me feel better, because like it's healing in itself. I mean, even the company that I do volunteering with on a Monday, so they're called TCV. I was a volunteer officer with them, and I was going to move up a position, but I couldn't do it because I was touring and stuff last year. But they have this thing called Dementia Adventure, where they take older people out and they have dementia, and most of the time when they go out for these walks with them, when they're outside in nature, they don't display any signs, symptoms of dementia. You
said this to Luke on the radio, I remember.
I think that's amazing.
That's so great. I mean, my mum's a therapist, and she's told me like even for example like a walk for 30 minutes in nature is better than any antidepressant that you can take, because
honestly,
it's crazy. And I think it's sometimes difficult as well living in a big city like London, like me, Paris for example, sometimes, I mean, I know for myself, and I feel like you probably feel it too, but sometimes you're so like, it's just so much concrete around. Like,
concrete, phones, buzzing, noise. You're taking, there's so much going on.
Beeping and stuff.
So
and I live in Paris, so it's
it's constant.
Like screaming. You know you're in Paris when you arrive and you hear a horn. Like that's like the tell. For example, me, I like to go to Marseille. So my dad lives there. He moved there last year. And so just to be by the sea and just like have your head disconnected from all the noise. I feel like is really important. I think that's something that a lot of people don't put that at the forefront of their lives when they should. They should.
It's definitely
reconnecting to nature.
And they don't know until they're there. But it's like it's so easy to put it off. It's like even there's days when I'm like volunteering and it's like chucking it down with rain, but I don't even mind. Like I don't even mind. Like that's beautiful to me. It's fine. I've got a rain jacket. Like I'm gonna be fine. But for an average person or something, like they might have planned to go and do something today. Like oh, this rain, they'll put it off. But honestly, you don't understand how you'll feel when you'll feel so much better.
Well, it's like sport as well.
Yeah.
God, the amount of times I'm like, oh, it's raining outside. I do sport, and then I don't do sport, and then like a couple months go by, and you're like, I feel shit. I feel even worse than I did before. But actually, when you get out and do it.
It's like, cool, I'm like, why have I been putting this off? You're always like, why have I been putting it off for so long?
Even when you're tired, you're just like, even like a brisk walk or like...
It only has to be 30 minutes, that's the thing.
Exactly.
Even when I go to the gym as well, I don't like, I used to go to the gym and like go for hours and stuff, and I was like super like focused on like getting muscly. That was at a certain time. And then like, but now when I go to the gym, I'll go for like 45 minutes. I don't want to be in there any longer. I don't want to see people looking at themselves. Like, I just want to go, like build a sweat and then hit the steam room, meditate in the steam room, go home. And then that started, you know, so. Do
you meditate a lot?
I tried to, you know, I got really good at meditating, but then I actually found it hard to write music after meditating.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, because I guess I'm letting everything go, like, so what have I got to talk about? There's no substance. I'm like, I don't really care. It's like I'm starting a song and I'm like, no, but it's fine, because like, I'll just breathe it away. It's like deep breath, like ooh, just lost all topics.
That's so interesting. I never actually thought about that before.
I try and do it some more. It's good. Like, and when I do need to, it always like I could always just sit there. If I really need to meditate, I could do it half an hour easily. But it is like a muscle you do need to practice. You know.
For sure. But do you feel then, because you feel like you don't write, and like as much or as well maybe because you meditate? Do you mean that you only write about things that you suffer? Like that make you suffer?
No, I don't, because it's like it's not also suffering. It's not just suffering. It's like, again, like, okay, is it materialistic? Like, okay, is it ignorance? Like, because like meditating and all these things, they make you check yourself on all aspects. So it's healing, and it's also like, you know, you look at your egotistical self, and like there is no ego when you're still. Because it's like, do you know how much happens with like if you take one breath and a deep one. In and out. Like, do you know how many things? You just take one. Do you know how many things have just happened in the world? Within that breath? Like, someone's probably just died. A kid's been born. Someone's probably crashed their car. People are going to work. People are on the train. Someone's tapping their card. Like, trillions of things are happening right now within that breath, and it's like.
And you're just
then you feel your significance, So the significance of myself is like, I'm not insignificant, but it's all just one. So it's like, how do you put that into music? It kind of just, I found it hard.
So do you meditate mostly to kind of put things in perspective? As in to kind of tell yourself, okay, you're egoed away? Or do you kind of more...
I don't tell myself anything. It's like, it depends on how I'm feeling. It just depends on how I'm feeling at the time. And it's like you said, you have your morning routine. Like, I try and have my morning routine. So I'll wake up, meditate, or wake up, read and meditate in one of those orders. And then just take a breath, and probably just anything that I may have gone to bed the night before, or maybe meditate before I go to sleep. Anything that may have been filled or festering, or any little worries and anxieties that like come up at the first thing in the morning, because that's normally how it catches you before you start doom scrolling. Like, you're probably normally feeling anxious about something. It's like
Instagram so much.
You know, catching all of those things. Oh, me too. I mean, I'm trying. I'm only on that for music strictly, but the it's like, so meditate, and whatever it is, just a breathing exercise, isn't it? You're even clearing blockages in your body. Like, the power of breathing is it's almost infinite, really.
It has so many scientific, scientifically proven positive effects on your whole body. It's actually crazy that not that many people actually do it. What are the themes that I listened to it, but what are the themes that are going to be coming up in your new album?
I think the theme and the whole aesthetic and the new look and just everything about it is going to be focused on like bringing people together, but I'm very focused on bringing people together through like dance and rave, and like, you know, there was something special that happened towards the end of the 70s and late 80s with rave culture. I mean, 89 specifically, it's like you just had the bridging of people and rave music coming together. And like, I think now in a time where there's so much like political bullshit going on.
Yeah.
And you have to be, I mean, there's a time where we're being censored, so it's like, okay, how do we break that down? And I feel like just dance is the best thing you could do. People listening to repetitive music is also like spiritual, like that's primitive, because when man was first making music, beating drums and stuff, it was all just... So I just feel like that's where my head's at, and like trying to give it to them in a way that they can feel that and just enjoy it themselves, man. So.
Well, I've just listened to it and you'll definitely like it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm touching on spirituality because it's really, it's a subject that I find interesting, and you just said that you want to kind of create a spiritual kind of sphere for your listeners.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Like, how do you feel about spirituality? Would you say that you're a spiritual person?
Yeah, I think I'm spiritual. I don't actually know what the definition of spiritual is, but I feel like.
How would you define it?
I think spiritual is being open to ideas and the possibility that almost anything is possible. And yeah, and it's like manifestation, and I guess like everything that's happened, I always knew would happen, and I put in the work for it to happen, so I did manifest it. So I definitely believe in myself and what I'm able to do, because I literally have done it.
Yeah.
And I put in that work, and I said it was going to happen, and it happened. So like that in itself is magical. Like how could that not be spiritual, or like that? What is that? Like none of us could say what that is.
That's
like
true.
You can't even grip that. Like I can't.
Sometimes things just fall out of the sky, don't they?
Yeah.
Like sometimes things happen and you're just like, I understand because I did this, but also it's like, why me?
Yeah.
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
it can feel like that. It can feel like that. So I think and spiritual, that's it.
Do you get overwhelmed sometimes with the feedback you get from your music, or how quickly you've gained?
Yeah, I mean,
like listeners and
I feel like it doesn't overwhelm me, because I'm always like, and naturally as a human, you're always like, I want more. I could do better.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those people. I guess I am hard on myself. I'm a bit of a workaholic sometimes. But for me, it's like sometimes it feels like I've got so much that I want to do, and so much that I want to see happen, that overwhelms me, and I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna explode.
Yeah, I feel
like
you.
I feel like
I feel you.
I get filled with this energy, then I feel like I'm literally about to like spontaneously combust and just like blow into particles.
Do you sometimes feel like you see something and you're a bit like hyperactive?
Yeah, sometimes, definitely.
Yeah. Like I sometimes sit down, or I think all my friends watching this will actually, like Hannah watching this will actually laugh out loud.
Really?
Like, because I'm always doing stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And like, you know, architecture school and cooking and interviews and this project and all this stuff, and it's like I really understand this thing of like, you feel like your whole body is just gonna like...
Yeah, it's like, whoa. Like, it's crazy.
Intense.
It is crazy. But it's what you should feel proud of for doing it, though, definitely.
And you should as well. Like, you're... It's crazy when you... Because seeing it from the outside, you know, it's kind of like... I think from someone who's not in it, it's kind of difficult. Like, I feel like people are easily put on pedestals.
Yeah.
You know, like for example, someone who doesn't know you could put you on a pedestal, being like, oh my god, yeah, he's like an up and coming artist, rapper, whatever they want to call him, and then it's like, oh yeah, he's inaccessible and he's not. Like, that's kind of what I felt like before I was like, just deconstruct this in your head, because we're all human, and like people tend to forget that it's just like, it's hard work, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're me or Drake. You still have the same struggles. You still have the same...
Yeah, we're all human. We all bleed, and we all feel the same thing. It's like none of this, like, it looks great, but like people. I was talking to my friend. She's like quite successful in like selling clothes and stuff. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be a millionaire like pretty soon. Like, and it's like, I was talking to her, and it's like, from the outside looking in, everyone thinks that everything is like cush and dandy, but like that's not reality. Like, we all feel stuff and we all go through things, and no one can know. But like yesterday was a weird one, because it's like ID posted a picture of like me, Lewis, and that. Yeah. And I was like, if I was like 14 and I saw that, I'd be like, right, like how am I ever gonna get there? Like, just, and it's so simple. But it's like when I took that photo, I wasn't thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm at an ID party or whatever. I'm just like,
You're
this is
just
this.
at a
I'm just
party.
here, yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm here, and there's so many other people there, and they posted so many other cool people, which is sick, and it's like that's nice that I'm up there. But I could imagine for some, like my younger self, 16-year-old self, looking at that, I'd think like, oh gosh, I'm never gonna get there. Like I'd see stuff that people were doing when I was 16 and be like, rah, like these men are up, like this is what I want to be doing. Why am I doing this? Like, but you just have to
And
take
you're
your
out
time.
there doing it.
Yeah, you just have to take your time with it, like believe in yourself and just do it, and like, all of that stuff will come because these magazines and all these things, like you'll realize, yeah, that's their business. So if you're hot, you're gonna be on there. It's a matter of time, but don't do it for that. It'll come.
Yeah. Do you sometimes manage to kind of chill and actually notice what's going on and be like, okay, like I know because you're like, I always want to better myself and do better, but like, do you sometimes take a minute to be like, actually just like feel this?
It's rare.
Feel this moment.
It's rare. I've been trying to do it more. And I said to myself I was going to write a letter to myself in New Year. I still haven't done it yet, but it's rare. I have like rare moments where I'll be like, you know what, actually I'm doing like pretty good. Like, you know what, little Cam, you should be proud of you. But it's something I'm trying to work on. So now I don't do it all the time. Not as much as I should.
For healing the inner child, that does a lot. That does wonders. I think that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, before we end this interview, I had one last thing. So I'm trying to do this with my interviews because it's a bit funny, and I want to see what the creatives, artists, people who come on this platform can do with Baboushka. So because you rap, because you do music, yeah, go on. I'd love to see what you come up with.
You put me on the spot. You're filming me as well. Because when I freestyle, I just say wild stuff. So it's like,
go on.
Nah, Baboushka.
You can take a minute.
That's
it's a hard word as well.
Because that's a few syllables. Baboushka. Baboushka. Like, yeah, that's a lot of syllables. And there's not many words that rhyme with that. Baboushka. This is not the stuff I'm used to. I feel old, but I feel new stuff. I don't take jabs, I don't take boosters. I'm a winner, so is Anna. We don't losers.
No.
I put one up, then I put twos up. When they roll a bag, I take twos up.
Yes.
Who's down, who's up? Baboushka.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Who would you like to see on Baboushka?
Oh, I don't know. I've got to say Hannah, innit? Because I want to see what...
Hannah!
Yeah, I want to see Hannah with
well, she will...
Architecture.
Yeah.
I'd like to see you guys, I'd like to see you guys dive into that. Because I'm really interested in architecture, but I can't draw anything.
You can't draw? I'll teach you how to draw if you teach me how to rap.
Okay, cool, deal.
Nice.
Bless.
I was about to do like the... Wait, how did you do that?
I don't know, I just made it up. It's like... Okay. Wait, no, it was meant to be, it was like, no, it was like this.
Okay.
Then,
okay, yeah.
And then bang. Like, I've never done
like that.
Before.
You've never done that before? Should that be on your handshake? Okay, nice. Yeah. Can Be You. Music out soon.
Yes, enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It really was
lovely.
So nice.
That was the best interview I've done in ages.
I got that on film as well.
That's right.
Nice.
Hopefully
well,
this was
honestly,
recording.
Very cool.
Hopefully, I think it was recording.
I
said hopefully this was recording.
It was recording.
I always get paranoid about things like that. Is it recording? Just stuff you